Hey everyone, welcome to Arty Wednesday. It's me, Merrill. Today we are gonna make this snail. And it's not just any snail, it's a rocking snail. So let's go. These are the supplies that you will need to make your very own snail.
So we're first going to start with the base of the snail, and we need really thick paper so it stays firm. I did not have thick paper at home, so I'm going to double up this paper so it gets a little thicker. And if you don't have color paper, you can paint paper, let it dry, and then cut out your circle like I'm going to. We need two sizes of circles. I'm going to use a bigger size for the body and a little smaller size for the shell of the snail. And let's do the bottom first and then worry about the shell later, okay? So you can place your stencil where you want on the paper. I'm going to use a dark pen to draw the outline so it's very clear to you in the picture. And with the help of this, trace out the circle. And this is just the top of one of my boxes at home. It's from my kitchen. I want to do a similar size of a circle on this white A4 size paper. Again, place your stencil, in this case the cover of my box, on the paper and trace around. Now we're gonna cut out our circles. Now we're gonna stick these two together to make this paper slightly thicker. Grab my glue. I'm going to cut off any extra white that might stick out. Just so it looks as neat as possible. Now I'm going to keep this aside to dry for a bit. Okay? Now we're going to move on to our next part and have this really beautiful marble sort of finish paper, which I really love. This is handmade, and I love it. Now I don't want to waste the paper, although I do like all the yellow that's on this part of the paper, but if I draw a circle here and use this part, then I'll be wasting all this paper around it. So I'm going to use one of the corners. This, I think it'll go better with this. So I'm going to use this corner so there's minimum waste. I'm going to grab my pen and trace around this. And like before, I'm going to cut around this circle. Now this is the shell of the snail. So we're going to make it look a little more detailed. I'm going to grab a black pen, any sort of pen actually, and I'm going to go do a spiral sort of drawing in the middle of this. Like this. So it looks like the shell. Next, I want to use a slightly dark crayon of some sort and shade around this just to give this some kind of effect. You see, I'm shading on the all around the outer part of the spiral. Not too dark, just so it looks like a shadow. This is a nice brown color from my pastel colors. And with a slightly darker brown, I'm going to create a little line effect. So you don't need to do this, but I just thought it's really cool. There we go. Gives it a little more detail. Now we're gonna get back our bigger circle, and what we want to do is fold it into half exactly. And keep this flap open. Now we are going to stick the shell on like that. Let's draw some googly eyes for this snail. Now we're gonna cut around it. Next, we want to cut two little strips from the yellow that we had for the feelers of the snail. Let's try and make it equal sizes. I'm just going to go blind and not really measure what I'm cutting. You too can just do an approximate size. We're going to stick it on the other side, the rough side of the snail, okay? So let's get our glue. Let's get sticking. And that's the other. Now we want to stick our eyes on the feelers. Gonna give him a little. Smile. So that's our snail, people. Now we're gonna rock him. So let's go. Bye-bye.
If you like our videos, give us a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to our channel.